So this is my starter base, but there's one issue with it. It doesn't really feel like a starter base to me, and it never has. So I want to fix that problem today. Let's take a look inside. So here we have our furnaces. I mean, it does the jobs of a starter. I mean, you want to cook some ores, you know, smelt some stone, whatever. You got your brewing station. Yeah, I mean, it does the job, right? And here, storage system. Of course, you know, that's exactly what you want in a starter base, right? But I think my issue exactly isn't, you know, the functionality of this, but the looks of it. And I have been leaning a little bit towards more looks recently, but it's so ugly. And let me just show you a few examples. So example 1 right there, example 2, that one, example 3, example 4, and definitely last but not least, it's gonna be this tree. I mean, it's not bad, probably needs more branches and more leaves. Does look a little funky, but we're gonna be redoing this. Before we start gathering resources, let me do the first thing that I want to get out of the way, and it's actually just break down this whole house. We're gonna be keeping the same shape of it, but this whole house has to go. So the house has Phineas and Ferb out of this world. If you get that reference, let me know. But there's a few issues and I keep forgetting, so I just wrote them down here. It's a little planning board. So I want a before and after map. I want to remove the trees and organize all those chests. You can probably see them from here. Let's see if we can. Yep, there they go. Rendering in these and all these and all of these, which is a lot of storage. We're gonna have to transfer over. But removing trees, I already told you guys about that. This one, but there's, I don't know if I mentioned these two. These two are also leaving. We do not want them here. So we're gonna head over to the end, and this might be overkill, but we're gonna enchant every single one of these hoes. We already got 2 to go, and I don't need that many for just 3 trees, but I never want to come back here again. There we have it. We got all 8 hoes. It's nighttime. We ran out of rockets. I gotta run back home, and it's kind of scary. I haven't seen nighttime in a while, and I don't want to sleep because a creeper might come up on me. So we can just, you know, it's not that far away. We can go home, make it on time. Or my face, spider. Oh my god, creeps. Screw you too, chicken. Oh, made it. I'm pro. Alright, let's get inside. Hey there, Buzzard. Alright, hopefully we didn't creep him out. We did just sleep in his bedroom, but we're gonna jump out the window. Hopefully he doesn't see us. Alright, he's not paying attention. Let's get out of here. So now that we got this hoe and a ton of pearls, let's get back to work. And now we just need the before and after map and organize the chest. I have the maps here already, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that first. We're gonna head over here and get a good image right here. Let's see. Yep, let's fill that in actually. All the way this way. And I'm gonna want another one, but I'm thinking we go this way for this one. Okay, hopefully those line up together perfectly. I don't know if I did that correctly. I really hope I did. I did forget to lock these maps, but whatever. I mean, I guess we're gonna lock them now. Let's go and remove that sign. And I mean, organize the chest. That's gonna be a pain in the butt because that's a lot of random junk. But for the meantime, I don't want to put everything back in that house. We're gonna have a temporary storage room right here. For the most part, it should all be in here. I just want to plop it down and then we can talk about it after. Alright, and this is the final look at our new storage system. Starting from the front footsteps, we got these, this texture right here. It's going to be, what's the name of these ones? Crimson Fences, Dark Oak, and then the nether ones. And something cool about these nether ones is they actually break up the connection. They're the only ones that don't connect to actual fences, so if I connect it like that, they're never going to link up, which creates this cool split between each other. Then we went for the bamboo windows. I really like how it stands out, It's becoming nighttime, so let's hurry up this tour and go inside. So right as you enter, we just have a flower pot with this beautiful flower just sitting there. We got our item frames with our chests. It's not that much, but it's definitely going to be enough to store all our stuff. Some more barrels for, some junk items like this. I got a little bit of stuff in here already. But we go upstairs, we can go to sleep. And I just want to have beds in every single building. That way we can just, come inside a building, go to sleep anytime. I'm trying not to use my bed wherever. Just a little bit less, just so there's more reason to these beds and there's more reason to go and look inside of a building, or else I'm never really going to come in here. We got these windows we can look out of like that. Look at that beautiful llama. All right, let's close these back up. But here, I'm just going to put all my dirt stuff in here. I know I already got a place all the way over there. You guys can probably see it from here. Oh, can I crouch? It's kind of hard to see, but right there, that's where I put all my dirt stuff. But it's so far away, it honestly gets tedious to go back and forth because I've been working on this area for a while now. Of course, we're pulling the forest a bit more this way. We want to pull it from that way over here, kind of drag it on this way, and eventually make this whole area a forest. And then, this blue for a little bit of shading in these darker areas. And last thing before I need to fill up all these chests and bring them over here, this, you can tell I'm going for a bit smaller scale, which actually brings me to the next thing. So this building, I'm not going to redo it in this episode probably, but the size of it, it's huge. The proportions are so off. I mean, this door, look how tall this is, and just that, it doesn't match. And look at these stairs, double wide staircase. It looks nice. I'm not like, I like it. The texture's kind of ugly. And this door is just so tall. Like none of it really goes together. Chicken. So I might end up redoing this. Don't think I'll make it into a video, but if I do it, that will be showcased at the very end. And then eventually we can plop down a few more of these size, same size houses across this area. Fill up the terrain a bit more. Now I'm gonna get to work bringing all these chests into there, and then we can get to work on this building. The house is finally complete. Let's close these. The layout is the same, as well as the palette. I mean, we got the stone, then the wood with the white, and then over here we got a little bit of a lighter tone. But the biggest difference is the scale. I mean, it used to be tall, so I brought this down a little bit, as well as this. Naturally you're gonna bring the top down with the bottom. That's why we brought it all down and destroyed it and built it from top to bottom once again, instead of just breaking a few blocks and retexturing it. Before I show you a good look around of the whole place, let's do a few details together. We're going to put placeholder blocks right here, and in between each one we're going to skip one fence, trapdoor right there, and then in between we'll do one of these. Boom, there we go. And on top of that we're just going to put a brown candle, kind of make it as a spike, as well as in here just to make it look better from the inside. Look at that. You see, now it looks like it's all connected, and from the outside, it still looks connected, but if we're far away, we can't render in those signs. They will still render in because of these fences. It'll kind of make it seem like it's still there. And let's just do it to here as well. Now for the front door, we're going to go with this jungle wood, kind of make it lighter from the outside. Let's make this like that. Then I want some spruce doors. Make sure they're lined up correctly. And once again, we're just going to bring these trapdoors into this one more time. And there we have it. That's the front door entrance. I do want to put some jungle signs right there just to make that arch a little bit less noticeable. but it makes for a nice little patio. We still got our dock. We can come out here and fish. And let's go inside. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this brown mushroom block and make a nice trim. Or with that trim in place, this is gonna separate everything. We're gonna have actually one more block there. We're gonna have our furnace room in here, or kind of like a broiler. And then we're gonna have the kitchen right here with the dining room, and then just the hallway entrance. And this could eventually lead to downstairs. As you know, we do have a basement down there where we just mine some blocks. And let's bring in this light terracotta for the walls to finish this up. Kind of put in a bookshelf here. I will put some placeholder blocks. We're gonna have these two, and then we're gonna have some bookshelves right here. And we can just store some, books in there if we really want. But for the meantime, it's only gonna be used for decoration. Probably should put in these barrels first. Oh no, it still works perfectly fine. There we go. Break these placeholders. I did forget to lock these maps, but whatever. I mean, I guess we're gonna lock them now before we even build the forest. That way we can kind of see what it's gonna look like. And it's not like it's gonna make a big difference. I mean, from the top view, it looks exactly the same. Not much has changed at all. And this one will go on the bottom, this one on top. And it's dark, but that looks really nice. This roof looks insanely dark right there. I mean, I love it. Let's get on to the next thing. And just because it's so dark right now, I'm gonna put in the lighting right away, just so we can get a better visual of all this. We'll have two there, and I believe skip this one, go right here, and then right there. And then we can fix those if we did mess up. We're gonna put 3 barrels facing us. Now we're in the kitchen area, and we're gonna do 2 trapdoors right here, making another doorway, support across, another stair, and this sign brick right here. And then bring in the wall all the way across. And there we have the entrance. I mean, not too bad. I kind of enjoy it. And once we get this kitchen done, it's gonna look a lot better. But let's get some of this junk put away in these cabinets now. We'll be putting in our backsplash now, which is gonna be this quartz, and make an infinite water source with the cauldron in the middle, and then beehives right across, just like that. Bringing it across this way. Now what we can do with that infinite water source is just get a bucket and put some water in there. Put some curtains, more storage for our food. Put some pots up here with mushrooms. We gotta have one of each kind. A glowberry, some blueberries over here, and then we can have some paintings. I want those food ones, so let me get a placeholder. And then just some pickles right here. We're gonna have dirt right there with some sideways looms. One more. Last thing is gonna be this brewing stand, and then a water cup there, a plate, and a smoker to cook our food. And there it is. That's our kitchen. We got the whole downstairs complete. Actually, you might have noticed this place and this place. I mean, this is just gonna stay the same. We can bring a door here. There we go. And we can just ignore it for the rest of our lives. This, it's gonna be a little different. All right, let's speed run this one. And there we have it, an auto smelter. I mean, you have to put the fuel manually, but everything else works fine. Let's watch it come into the barrel. I'm such a genius. Skipping the window blocks, we're gonna put in the walls now, upstairs. And before we completely close everything off, let's not forget about all our goodies. I don't want to mix it in with all this other stuff. We can take all these out. And right here, the reason I skipped those window ones is because I was going to put some hidden storage, which also just looks like a window frame. We can just dump everything in there. Can organize this some other time. Alright, I'm going to have an ender chest here so it's easily accessible in case I die. And then 2 OG beds. And let's add a frame around the beds. We don't want to fall off. And then we have our spawn point here. And I was going to put some lighting here. And I also wanted to put my dragon egg here, which is the rarest thing in the game. I mean, there's only one of a kind, and I lost it. So if you guys remember from any of the other videos where I placed it, please let me know. And there's our bedroom. It's kind of dark and gloomy, but who really wants a bright room when you're trying to sleep? And behind this mangrove door, I mean, you can probably figure out what it's going to be, but our first ever wither skeleton. And something I found to be quite annoying is having to spawn all the way across when my main area is over here. So we're gonna put our nether portal right here. Just a lot more convenient. But there we go, our nether room. And we have this nice view over the lake. I have an idea for it. That time will come in the future once we have more episodes and I go exploring a bit more. But we have our upgrade gear and we are going to be able to, you know, add some nice trim, because after we lost our old armor, we don't have any. But for the meantime, I'm just going to leave it like that because I don't have every trim and I would like to have every single one before I did that. I can give you a full 360 of the house. This is the back area with these blinds. We use signs for that. And we can see the village skeleton from there. Look how creepy that is. We are going to improve this horse pen. I have them all outside because I do want to fix that first, and we're going to see that in the time lapse coming up.